Hello students, welcome in math class. Students, today we are going to start with the new chapter, that is Principle of Mathematical Induction. With the help of this principle, we will prove that the mathematical statements are true for all natural numbers. So let's start with the principle. It is the process of reasoning from particular result to the general result. And its statement is, let Pn be a statement involving a natural number n, then Pn is true for all natural numbers. Now, question based on this principle we have to do in the 3 steps, like this. In first step, we have to prove that is P1 is true. That is, the given statement is true for n is equal to 1. In second step, we will not prove it, we will assume it, that the result is true for any value of n, that is k, where k is some positive integer. In the third step, it is very important because main calculations are included in this step. In third step, we will prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. For k terms, we have assumed that result is true, and for one more term, we have to prove it is true. Only then we can say that the given statement is true for all natural numbers. Let's take one example. Using principle of mathematical induction, prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on up to n terms, result is n into n plus 1 upon 2. We have to show that it is true for all natural numbers. The very first thing, we have to consider this statement as a Pn. So Pn is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till n equal to n into n plus 1 upon 2. Now the very first step is we have to check for the value n is equal to 1. So when you put value of n on right hand side, that is 1 into 1 plus 1 upon 2, you will get the answer 1. On the left hand side, we will not put the value here. Left hand side means we have to consider only the first term, that is n is equal to 1 means first term. So in both cases, left hand side is equal to right hand side, therefore result is true. In second step, we have to assume that result is true for n is equal to k. Now, if it is true, we have to write down the statement. Now, for writing the statement, just replace n by k in the given statement. So, we get pk is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on till k is equal to k into k plus 1 upon 2. We assume that we are getting this answer on adding the first k terms. Now, for step number 3, we have to prove that result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. It means when we add the k plus 1 terms, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on k plus 1, we will get the answer. Now for writing the answer, just replace n with k plus 1 in the given statement. Here, replace n with k plus 1. So we get the result k plus 1, here k plus 2 upon 2. So this is the desired result. We have to work for this answer. Now starting from the left hand side 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till k plus 1. These k plus 1 sums can be written as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on till k, and then last term is k plus 1. Now look here, for the first k terms, we can write the answer by using the second step. So in place of first k terms, we have written k into k plus 1 upon 2. and last term as it is. Now in these two terms, k plus 1 is a common factor. So I have written it here. Write down the left out terms in the bracket, that is k upon 2 here plus 1 is there. When you take the LCM, you will get k plus 1 into k plus 2 upon 2, which is same as the desired result. So it is a right hand side. In this way, we have proved that result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. So in the end, by PMI, that is the principle of mathematical induction, statement is true for all natural numbers. Or you can write for all n belonging to capital N. Capital N means natural number. Let's do one more example for the better understanding of the topic. Using PMI, that is principle of mathematical induction, prove that 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus so on 2n minus 1 whole square is equal to n into 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 3. Again, firstly we will consider the statement as PL. Now step number 1, for n is equal to 1, left side is only the first term, that is 1 square. So answer is 1. On right hand side we have to put the value in place of n. So 1 into 2 minus 1 into 2 plus 1 upon 3. So on simplifying we will get 1 into 1 into 3 upon 3. So after cutting 3 we are left with 1. So left hand side and right hand side are equal. Therefore result is true for n is equal to 1, or you can write P1 is true. In second step we have to assume that result is true for n is equal to k. That is pk 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus so on till 2k minus 1. In place of n you have to just write k. Square is equal to k into 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1 upon 3. Now come to the step number 3, that is we have to prove that result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Now in place of n we have to write down k plus 1 to get the result. So when you put here n is equal to k plus 1, you will get the k plus 1 is 2k plus 1 whole square. So it is equal to, again replace n with k plus 1, you get k plus 1, 2k plus 1, 2k plus 3 upon 3. Now this is the desired result. Again we have to start from the left hand side. Write down the first k terms n plus k plus 1 term in this way. Again using the sum of first k terms from the step number 2, put the value, you will get k into 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1 upon 3. And last term 2k plus 1 whole square is as it is. Now again in both these terms 2k plus 1 and 2k plus 1 is a common factor. So write it outside 2k plus 1 and write down the left out terms in the bracket. You are left with k into 2k minus 1 upon 3 plus 2k plus 1. Now here when you take the LCM you will get here 2k square minus k, on multiplying 3 2s are 6k plus 3 upon 3. Now collect terms of k, you are left with 2k plus 1 into 2k square plus 5k plus 3 upon 3. When you factorize this quadratic polynomial, you will get the factors 2k plus 3, k plus 1, 2k plus 1 upon 3. This is the desired result. So again we have proved that is left hand side is equal to right hand side. So result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Hence by principle of mathematical induction the statement is true for all natural numbers. Students, I hope you got the steps now how to solve this 3-step principle in the questions. Before starting the worksheet given in SNAP homework, you must go through the links guided in the SNAP homework. Rest we will continue in our next class. Thank you.